Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Ever feel like your brain has a mind of its own, sometimes making lightning-fast decisions, and other times meticulously analyzing every detail? Well, in today's video, we're diving into a book that brilliantly explains this fascinating duality of our minds. Daniel Kahneman's Thinking, Fast and Slow. This groundbreaking work in behavioral economics and psychology unveils the two distinct systems that govern our thought processes and reveals the surprising ways they influence our judgments, often leading us to predictable errors. If you're ready to unlock the secrets of your own mind and understand why you make the choices you do, then stick around. But first, if you're excited to explore the inner workings of your brain, hit that like button. Share a decision you made recently that you're curious about in the comments below, and subscribe for more deep dives into the fascinating world of psychology and human behavior. Your support helps us bring you more insightful content. Daniel Kahneman, a pioneer in the field of cognitive psychology and a Nobel laureate, offers us a profound and accessible framework for understanding how we think. Thinking, Fast and Slow breaks down our cognitive processes into two systems: the intuitive and automatic system 1, and the deliberate and analytical system 2. By understanding how these systems interact and the biases they introduce, we can gain invaluable insights into our own decision-making and learn to navigate the complexities of life with greater awareness. This book is a game-changer for anyone interested in self-improvement, understanding human behavior, or simply becoming a more rational thinker. Let's unravel the fascinating world of fast and slow thinking. The core of Kahneman's work lies in the distinction between System 1 and System 2 thinking. System 1 is our brain's autopilot. It's fast, automatic, emotional, and operates largely unconsciously. It's what allows us to instantly recognize a friend's face, react to danger, or complete familiar tasks without much mental effort. Think of the ease with which you answer a simple question like, "What's 2 plus 2?" That's System 1 in action. In contrast, System 2 is our conscious, reasoning mind. It's slow, effortful, logical, and kicks in when we need to focus on complex problems, make deliberate choices, or perform tasks that require concentration. Trying to solve a difficult Sudoku puzzle or carefully considering a major life decision engages System 2. System 1, the fast thinker, is constantly scanning our environment, making quick associations, and forming impressions. It relies heavily on heuristics, which are mental shortcuts or rules of thumb that often lead to good decisions, but can also result in predictable errors, known as cognitive biases. System 1 is responsible for our gut feelings, our initial reactions, and our intuitive judgments. While incredibly efficient, its tendency to jump to conclusions based on limited information can sometimes lead us astray. System 2, the slow thinker, is our more deliberate and analytical self. It's activated when we need to focus our attention, solve complex problems, or engage in logical reasoning. However, System 2 is mentally taxing, and our brains tend to be cognitive misers, preferring to rely on the effortless processing of System 1 whenever possible. This inherent laziness of System 2 is one of the reasons why we are often susceptible to the biases introduced by System 1. Kahneman meticulously explores numerous heuristics and biases that influence our thinking. Let's take a closer look at a few key examples. The availability heuristic leads us to overestimate the likelihood of events that are easily recalled or vivid in our memory. For instance, sensational news stories about shark attacks might make us fear swimming in the ocean more than the statistically higher risk of car accidents. The representativeness heuristic causes us to judge the probability of an event based on how closely it resembles a typical case or stereotype, often ignoring important base rate information. If someone describes a quiet, bookish person, we might automatically assume they are a librarian, even though there are far more people in other professions who might fit that description. The anchoring bias demonstrates the powerful influence of the first piece of information we receive on our subsequent judgments, even if that initial information is arbitrary. Imagine negotiating the price of a used item. The seller's initial asking price can significantly impact the final price you're willing to pay, even if you know the item's true value is lower. Loss aversion is a fundamental bias that highlights our tendency to feel the pain of a loss about twice as strongly as the pleasure of an equivalent gain. This explains why we might be more hesitant to sell a stock that has lost value than we would be eager to buy a similar stock that is poised to gain. The framing effect reveals how the way a problem or choice is presented can drastically alter our decisions, even if the underlying options are objectively the same. For example, a medical procedure described as having a 90% survival rate is far more appealing than the same procedure described as having a 10% mortality rate. Kahneman also discusses our pervasive overconfidence and the illusion of control, our tendency to overestimate our abilities, and our capacity to influence random events. This can lead to poor risk assessments and a failure to acknowledge the role of chance in our lives. A key takeaway from Thinking Fast and Slow is the importance of being aware of these cognitive biases. While we can't entirely eliminate System 1 thinking, understanding these predictable errors in judgment allows us to engage System 2 more deliberately, especially when making important decisions. By recognizing when we might be relying too heavily on intuition or falling prey to a particular bias, we can make more rational and well-reasoned choices. The insights from this book have far-reaching practical applications in various aspects of life, from personal finance and investing to business strategy, marketing, and even our personal relationships. By understanding how our minds work, we can make better choices that align with our long-term goals and avoid common pitfalls in judgment. Daniel Kahneman's Thinking Fast and Slow is a truly transformative book that provides a profound understanding of the human mind. By illuminating the two systems that drive our thinking and the numerous biases that can influence our judgments, Kahneman offers us invaluable tools for becoming more aware, rational, and effective decision-makers. This book is a must-read for anyone seeking to understand themselves and the world around them on a deeper level. What was the most surprising cognitive bias you learned about today? How might you apply the concepts from Thinking Fast and Slow in your own life? Share your thoughts and insights in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective on this fascinating exploration of the human mind. If you found this summary of Thinking Fast and Slow insightful and valuable, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with anyone who's interested in understanding how we think, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth explorations of psychology, behavioral economics, and the science of decision-making. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.